Hi, it's Stephanie again. I have a couple of things that I want to say. I think I might turn them into two videos though, because I want to keep these videos short. 1 to 5 minutes max. I don't want to be rambling for 20 minutes. And speaking of rambling, the first thing I want to talk about is the fact that I think I'm going to call these video shorts, I think I'm going to call them Stephanie Rambles. I named the first one that I did Stephanie Rambles, thinking it was just going to be the title for that particular video, but I decided that, or I realized that it actually has so many layers, very similar to the way I think and the way I write and the way I do life. It has several different layers to it. It's the rambling of me just talking, which is what I was originally thinking when I titled it. I'm just talking, I'm just rambling about what I'm going to be videoing and sharing with the world. But remember what I told you about the path? Well, when you walk through the forest or anywhere really, you could be rambling. Sometimes you might be on a straight trajectory to wherever it is you're going, but a lot of times you're just rambling, and or at least a lot of times I'm just rambling. And also, I do tend to ramble talking when I start talking to someone about something. There are so many connections that fire in my brain that I end up starting to ramble about everything that comes out. If I'm with someone that I have that level of ease with. And since I'm the only one in front of this camera and I'm comfortable with myself, you're probably going to see that a little bit, at least until I get a better sense of who's listening and watching and responding, particularly responding, because if you don't respond, I never know. So this will be called Ramblings, or Stephanie Rambles is actually Rambles. Oh, and the one other thing, I knew there were three reasons why I decided to keep the name. You may notice that my Substack newsletter is called The Cozy Compass. And when you are rambling, particularly out in the forest or the wilderness, it's good to have a compass. Even if you're not using it all the time, you may need it. So it's good to have a compass. So since it goes with having a compass, a cozy compass, I thought it would work as the title to this, what's the word I want? The videos, but I was thinking publication, but that goes with, in my mind anyway, goes with books. But anyway, this media form that I'm giving, this video that I'm doing, this video series that I'm doing, or it's not, well, I guess it's a series. It's, as you can see, sometimes I struggle with my words, which is why I write instead of doing a lot of speeches, because I can think about the words. I can choose the right words, and sometimes they just flow, but when they don't, I can go back and add the right ones. It's a little hard to do with this, but that's okay, because I want to connect with those readers and people who would connect with me as who I am. So I'll be who I am. So this is Stephanie Rambles, and this is why I'm going to be titling the video series for the foreseeable future Stephanie Rambles. And I hope to see you on our next ramble when I will talk about pine cones.